So here we're going to start going through the pictures that have been imported, and we're going to switch over to the full screen, and right off the bat we find one that's useless, and so we're going to hit the X key and it's going to reject that picture. This picture looks nice and crisp through here, but it's not clear in the face, so we're probably not going to find it useful. We'll go ahead and X that as well. And unfortunately what I find is, a lot of these pictures just aren't acceptable, and so we're just going to go through them. I don't know if I was setting the camera wrong here or what. Well, actually I believe I remember it was set on aperture priority for a few shots, and so you can see I had 1/30th of a second. You're not going to get much, especially with the big old lens I had on there. So that's an interesting shot. Matt's face is clear, but there's still too much blur in it for it to be useful. So we're just going to go through and reject some pictures. That one of Corey's not too bad, but he's looking down, so I probably wouldn't use that. I do need a good one of Moose, and that one actually looks crisp. I don't know. We'll go ahead and save that one. Move on for now. I'm just going to hit the right arrow key to move on to the next one. I'm not going to give it a rating. I wonder if I shot this whole game at that. That one doesn't look bad, but you can see here the amount of space that I have, that he's only taken up about half the frame. That shot might work for one of the inset pictures. So what I've been forgetting to do as we go through here, we'll go back to the first one I didn't reject, and I'm going to go tag these. And what I did was I came into the custom keyword set here, and I did edit, and I just typed in these. You get 9 spots. I typed in the seniors' names that I'm after, and those show up here. So I can go find Moose and add him, and he shows up in the keywords. And a little later on, we'll be able to just pull up pictures of Moose by keyword. So Patterson, John, garbage, Moose. That one might. He's not in a good position for the big picture on the poster, but that might be an inset picture. Dominic. He's not looking at in a good angle here for that to be a good picture. I don't like his stance there. That wouldn't make a good one. And he's not full frame, and it actually looks like goalie is in focus there. Here's a good one of Corey. And that one might make a good action shot for one of the spots in the poster. In fact, for this one, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give it a 2 rating. And you can see down here it put those 2 stars, and those will stand out later, and we can actually ask to only show things that have ratings. This one of Matt is not big enough. It's also not clear enough. I'm just going to reject it. Be careful to wait for it to get done loading before you say it's no good, and again, it's not clear. This one, however, might be a good one. We're going to save that one. Now, we don't want to do too much development. Well, it actually cleared it up for us. So I don't particularly like that one for his body position. So, and there you are. That could work in one of John's insert, and of course I've been forgetting to Click on Tailor through these, so we'll go back and add Tailor to the list. John for that one. This is really ends up being the most time-consuming piece of the process. So we'll take our time here and try and get through a couple of these pictures. Wish he had his head up. That might not be a bad picture, although he's probably resolution-wise not good enough for the top one. That's a better picture. His body position's not great yet, so we'll hopefully find a better one. The other thing you can see down here is this little symbol right here is the tag, and it's saying that we have tagged it. Now all of these should say tagged because we started off the import by putting hockey and HS in there. And I do that simply because some of these, when I get my own kit, I'm going to take them out of this catalog and put them in my own personal catalog, and those tags will have meaning there. A lot of the ones that I get from behind I just delete because I know they're not going to make a good poster. Some of these, what I hope to do is to take just all the pictures I took of a kid, and I'll be able to pull these up by keyword later, and I'll just be able to include them in a set. I could write them all to a folder right out of Lightroom. And I'm going to delete that one because that's going to end up being blurry in here. That one's clear, but it's not a good body position. And that one's not framed real well. Lost part of him. But it's a nice clear picture, so we'll keep it around. I actually already have the cutout of Patterson to work with, so I don't need the top one of that. Moose is in that position a lot. That may actually be a good position, a good picture to put in his poster. And I like that one a whole lot better than the one we just looked at. We're going to put a number on that one, chopped his head off on that one, and chopped his feet off on that one. There's a good one of Dominic, and we're going to give that a 3 rating. That one too, those are good. Sometimes the players just don't cooperate and get in your way. Just no consideration at all for photography. Figure my talking is better than just watching me go through pictures. Hopefully you're not tired of the sound of my voice by the end. I like that one. That one too. That one 3. Here's a nice one of him hitting. He seems to like to do that, so that's a potential one for his poster. Zoom in, and that's not a good picture, so we'll just get rid of it. That one was at least clear to start with. Not a great body position, though, but we'll keep the picture. That one we'll mark and save it. Of course, ooh, he will like that one. If for no other reason than we got that nice stick flex in there. One year I took shots of these with their back in the act of a slap shot. It was a lot of work, but I took and made them, used it in Photoshop, used the Find Edges filter and made that into the background. That's what I ended up doing on Mitchell's. There's a nice one of Dominic. That one could even go on his poster. That's going to end up, I'm not going to clear that one. Looks. I'm going to mark that one up. Oh boy, all these kids use their mouth guards as chew toy, half in, half out. That one's not good because I chopped his stick off, and that's part of the problem you get trying to follow the action with the camera in that tight. So that's all of the pictures that I had. So if we go, one thing that we can do here is on my Mac, I'll do Command Delete, and it will say I rejected 52 pictures, and we're just going to get rid of them. Poof, they're gone. And so that cuts down a lot on the pictures we have to worry about. And so let's go look at Patterson. So we'll go back and we'll select all the pictures I've ever taken, but we'll come down here on the right and we'll pick Patterson. And it turns out there's only 20, and we also have some of Zach in there, and we'll kind of go through those. Let's go to the end since that's what we just got done taking. So I really do think I want to take and use that one. And that's not a bad one too. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that with a 3, and I'm going to put a 3 on that one. And so next we'll look at putting the poster together.